Hey gang, welcome back to another episode of the Crucible Chronicles chapter 22, where we have just, in the last episode, opened a pretty cool Evil Twin deck. If you haven't seen the deck yet, I'll put a link to that video in the description below. But otherwise, let's hop into game number 2 with this Evil Twin. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Looks like we're playing Mason. mmlehto. Probably absolutely slaughtered his name, but he has come up with the really cool community KeyForge adventure. Really cool KeyForge adventure, which I'll put a link in the video description below. Super cool. It's a print and play, currently in play testing. Actually, probably will have a video coming out at some point with that. Actually played through it a couple times on stream, so I'll probably get that going to the channel. Looks like Mason is playing General O Portoero. This is Dis, Logos, and Mars. Let's see. I see the double binate. No graft though, so no brig. No brig. That's okay. We got ourselves a General Sherman to start off. So that's nice. That's a thing. We got a scooped and a sea urchin. We're 2-2 and 2. I don't really I think this cleansing wave could be a nice later. So let's mulligan out of this. See what we can end up. We got loot or pillage. 0 for 1. This one. It's like it looks like Mason's got a 20% win rate on this deck. We're currently batting 0% on Tama M Hot Press, the 4th Evil Twin. I got to say, you know, I in putting together the video, in editing the video for the last episode, I'm sorry. Some of the gameplay there was not super great. Hopefully it will be a little better today. We'll see though. We got the Eureka. That is pretty good. I think we just take a Sanctum turn. Plays the most cards. That seems pretty good. Could also steal one and throw down the Hobnobber. Oh, this is interesting. Could I Actually, I kind of want to try Shadows. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this Hobnobber to work, but I think it could be kind of fun. So already making totally questionable plays. We'll get a steal off the loot or pillage, throw it on the Hobnobber. This being the Evil Twin Hobnobber, has the Omni ability. If your opponent has exactly 1 Ember, steal it. I obviously have a good amount of capture here, so I can capture 1, 2, 3, potentially 4. So I think it just sort of depends. Just sort of depends on how much Ember our opponent is going to have at the end of their turn. Oh, cool. ZYX to archive Eureka. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet there. So we got 3. We have 3 alpha cards in Logos. The double binate, the Eureka. So we got this Archimedes too. So that could maybe be a problem. Certainly could be a little bit annoying with ZYX and Helperbot. Okay, we got the Hysteria. Well, there we go. That ruins our plan. And ZYX to archive Hysteria. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, in that case, I need to kill the ZYX researcher. So let's actually take a Sanctum turn. And we'll play out some stuff. I think I'm actually going to hold on to this taxing journey. I'm going to fight into the ZYX researcher. I'm like full well expecting that we're going to be taking another Sanctum turn here. So they get back into the Eureka. They have the whatever it is. They have the Helperbot, so they can Helperbot into Hysteria, Helperbot into something else. Oh, nice. They opt not to do it. Fine by me. Probably need to kill this helper bot though. Oh, this is pretty stinky, actually. Let's just take a sanctum turn. Fight there. Reap. Cleansing wave doesn't do anything. Containment field. Oh, it's in the archives. Cleansing wave. Whatever. We'll just capture some member. It's gonna be hit with the hysteria. So it is what it is. I probably like could have just discarded stuff, but I like being able to. Okay, so we see a Mars turn. It's at least all right. Maybe that hysteria will come into play later. 2 damage, putting some onto the bulwark. The mind warper. All right, I think we take a Shadow's turn. We can scooped onto the Dominator. Is that what we want? I don't know. Let's take Shadows. Let's take a Shadow's turn. Right. General Salvador would hit for 5, 4, 5, 6. 6 onto the Dominator with this bulwark. I could kill that and then kill the Mind Warper, right? Because this would be 4, 6, plus 6 more. The Martial Ewer would die. Let's take a Shadow's turn. I think we're just going to discard this Hobnobber. The reason being, we know they have the Hysteria. Might not be a great play. We can scooped onto the Dominator, stir up trouble. I think those two will just deal some damage. We can just get rid of this Hobnobber. That way, at least, if we see the Hysteria, I'm not just getting a boatload of, different houses back into my hand. We are developing nice little hand worth of Unfathomable. We have the Alms Master, destroyed Steel one, so actually it could be kind of okay. Could be kind of okay with this Martial Ewer. So it does have deploy. Nice. All right, so here's Dis. Here's the Dis coming in hot. There's Hysteria. Captures a bunch of Ember, or brings a bunch more Amber out. Is there only one ZYX? Please. Please, let there only be one. Okay, so got some stuff here. The Alms Master, we can call the Void. Spread on the Hook Master. I feel like I'm just going to play a bunch of Sanctum stuff. I do get onto check. If they take an Unfathomable turn, though, which could be pretty good. I do also get some Ember Control on the board. So maybe what we do is we actually take an Unfathomable turn. I'll draw 1 card. Let's do it. We can call the Void to exhaust the Spider. And then play out some stuff. What do we want to have be next to that Bulwark? I think probably the Tenuan, maybe. And our turn. So that does get us to check. We see Dis again, Bloodshard Imp, and 3 Fates. Okay, well, that'll do that. That'll take care of that. We will take a Sanctum turn, finally. We'll trickle down. Does Tide have to be high? Raise the Tide. Gain 1 if your opponent has 6 or more. So we gain 1. Sort down the Bulwark. General Salvador. Martial Ewer to the right. Martial Ewer to the left. And I think we just play this. This has to be a flank creature. Okay, so cool. So that we got 2 creatures on the flanks that have 2 armor. So that's pretty cool. Certainly facing off against this this scary little spider. Okay. All right. There we go. I think that this is probably going to be a Sanctum turn. I think this is going to be a Sanctum turn. And we're probably just going to kill some stuff. So we'll play out Larry of the Lake to the left. We'll go ahead and fight. There, fight there. Fight there. Let me just reap. Reap. I mean, that's basically a Dark Tidings board control at this point. All right, let's see what we got here. Carpet Flotsam. Kind of played right into that. Fortunately, it doesn't do too much. The Zorg and the Beam Buckler coming back. All right, let's take a turn. Let's take a turn. We can scoot. Oh, interesting. So we actually don't have. Let's just take a Sanctum turn. Actually, we'll just kind of reap. We can just reap all the way across the board. I'm not really worried about this other stuff. Reap, 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 and then we'll end our turn. Classic, just a classic turn. Feeling like pretty okay about having the General Sherman there. General Sherman, and then we can chase it with 2 captures, which is pretty cool. Oh, Cutthroat, nice. That's well done. Totally missed that. But we still forge, so that's good. We'll take a Shadows turn now. Tide is high. They don't have enough Ember there. That's a bummer. We will go ahead and scoot onto the Beam Buckler. Go ahead and mug the Beam Buckler. Might as well do that. Then play out the Sea Urchin to steal 2. So that is pretty good. Pretty good if I do say so myself. And then we'll call that good. Oh, classic. Wow, that's a lot of unfathomable. Here comes the Dis. We got Tesmal. We got Yurk to discard 1 card. There goes the Proliferator. Hecatomb. All right. They're actually not on check. So I think what we do is probably call Sanctum. Discard this Grey Augur. Because I really don't know how it's supposed to be used. Then we'll just reap, 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 reap. And call that good. All right, we got Martian. We got the Martians. Key Abduction. Flotsam Spike. Okay. Orbital Bombardment. So doing some killing. Oh, we got the GG. GG, well played. Well played, Mason. Whew, man, managed to. I feel like some of the cards just lined up a lot better that time. But what a cool deck our opponent was playing. That I was getting pretty worried with that Logos cycle, that Logos recursion that was happening earlier on. I got the Helper Bot Hysteria, and then the ZYX researcher to archive the Hysteria. Pretty brutal actually. Fortunately, we had an answer in hand to at least break some of that cycle by killing the ZYX researcher. There may have been something to be said about like having, because we knew the Hysteria was there, not playing a bunch of Sanctum creatures out again, but I felt pretty good about the fact that they were only Sanctum creatures. And, you know, when we did finally take a Shadow's turn and that Hysteria still hadn't been played, opted to discard the Hobnobber. I think that ended up being pretty good, just because we had basically only Sanctum left. So the Hysteria wasn't going to be quite, I mean, it was going to be inconvenient, certainly. And we're going to recover a bunch of Ember from that taxing journey. But at least we only had to call, you know, Sanctum once, and then we were basically back to kind of that a good place in our hand. So I feel like it was decent play on our part. Interesting. This deck actually has Carpet Flotsam and Flotsam Spike. That's not confusing at all, because they are very different. There are no friendly creatures in play, destroy each creature not on a flank. And then if there are no friendly creatures in play, deal 4 damage to each creature. So it's the cool combo if you have them together. Certainly a potent combo with potentially with Key Abduction. Definitely pretty cool there. Anyways, that is it. Is game number 2 with Tama M Hot Press the Fourth's Evil Twin. I feel like we had a little bit more success. Obviously, a little bit more success. We'll see if we can keep that success going into one more game in this chapter, which will be on this Friday. So again, thanks for checking out this video. I hope you all are having a splendid week, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.